Hey people, how is everyone? How's it going? Ooh, hang about. I've got a purple nurple. Ooh. Oh god. Oh, fuck it up. Give me a second. Mister, you better not bend to my feet. Move. Yeah, don't cry. Shut up. I've been watching a lot of Race to World First with Ella. Even she's quite interested in it, just trying to understand it. It's obviously a little bit complex. But yeah, the first 4 bosses in the Mythic were a pushover. So they're obviously designed more for your probably like your 1,000 to 5,000 guild range. And then the last 4 bosses seem to be tailored to like Echo and the like top 100 guilds to complete first before they start getting nerfs. Where the other bosses probably won't need nerfs. Not until like probably midway through that raid tier. They, yeah. But they need bosses like that to be 100 pulls to slow, like the American guilds down like Liquid with the advantage they get of having the 16-hour head start. Because any head start in a race, even if it was an hour's still a head start. That might be a small head start, but it's still a head start. And in any kind of race, you can't give somebody a head start. Imagine if there was a race in like a foreign country, and they said, "All right, but all our racers all get to start 10 minutes before yours." It's like, what? So then straight away, all the other racers from other countries have got to make up a 10-minute deficit. Yeah, you can't do a race like that, really. It's something that Blizzard definitely have to fix. Especially if they want the Race to World First to be taken seriously and take off as an esport. Because one thing I think the Blizzard will wait for is Echo have now bought a Final Fantasy team for Race to World First on the Final Fantasy Online game. And I don't believe Final Fantasy 14 have like a favoured start sort of thing. It's a global release over there as far as I'm aware. So with that taking off, if that starts to gain in popularity and becomes a really big thing, Blizzard then might take notice and be like, we've got to start, at least calling the shots fair. End of the day, if the American guilds at Liquid are good enough, they'll compete when it's a global release. They shouldn't need a 16-hour head start. If they need one in order to win, or even get in, say, the top 3 spots, then they weren't good enough to really be a Race to World First guild in the first place, if they're dependent upon that 16-hour head start. And now, Liquid has got some really good players, so I believe they can compete without the advantage, but it'd be nice for them to not have it and see how well they can do. Because there might be some other guilds from China or EU that might also start to shine. Because Chinese have now got one hell of an incentive with the $150 million dollar reward from the a Chinese like a billionaire entrepreneur guy who's saying the first Chinese guild that come in a Race to World First, they'll give them the entire guild 150 million split between them. And every raid tier they don't get Race to World First is going to increase the pot by 7% until one of the Chinese guilds wins it. Which is extraordinary if somebody would do something like that and just give away a portion of their money. Obviously this guy's probably got fucking like lakes of fucking money, so to him it's like no difference. But it's still nice to see someone do it. You never see a billionaire do that in the fucking US or in the UK. and be like, alright, the first one to win one of these, I'll give you fucking 150 mil. It's nice to see someone rich not being as tight as a duck's arse all the time. Ow. But there's some very interesting raid encounters, but they made it significantly easier than the raid that I went back for, Shadowlands, which is now also regarded as one of the worst expansions alongside like Cataclysm and Ward of Draenor. But in terms of raid difficulty, it was the hardest raid difficulty ever. At least for like your medium to higher tier guilds, but just not like your top, I mean, you'd probably say your top 500. Your top 500, it was actually more of a pushover apart from the Jailer raid. Because like the Liquid cleared Castle Nathriel with the 16-hour head start. So they classed it as like a technical world first. And then the Sylvanas raid, the only boss that slowed them down, so Echo could win it, was the Painsmith. Painsmith was the middle of the boss raid, kind of like this one that they're fighting now. And he took 150 pulls. But because he slowed Liquid down long enough, Echo were able to catch up and take over. If it weren't for a boss being that level of difficulty, the 16-hour advantage the Americans get is just too big. It's too big advantage for guilds from any other region to catch up. And that's why Blizzard need to fix it. Because obviously Blizzard are an American company, but it's kind of like showing favoritism to your own people. And in a competitive environment, you shouldn't be showing favoritism to anyone. If they're good enough to compete, let them compete. Call it an even playing field. There's no reason for a company to come and like mollycoddle the esports pro players. It's like if they're good enough, let them prove it. Don't you to come in and say, oh, by the way, here's a head start. We'll give you an advantage. It's like, yeah, forget that bullshit.
Yes. Take care.
Got another one of those there, another one there. But I have got my purple one here first. I could go there and there. And this one gives purple amulet, which is not bad. The hell is that thing? There's a little motherfucker running away. What the fuck? What the hell was that thing? I don't think I've seen that before. Another one. Little blue motherfucker. But I'm looking forward actually to return to World of Warcraft. I'm not going to make any alts on vanilla. I'm just going to have the one character. Oh. %17% ward retention, god damn. Yeah, that one out, yeah, as well. Pop that one in. What have I got for things? Ooh, Void's going down a bit though. What have we got here? Okay. See if it can make them better. But yeah, I'm looking for it. I've already got the spec I'm going to play for my Warlock. I'm going to play Destruction Warlock in Vanilla. I'm not going to tank. Because I tanked my first time round. So this time round I'm going to play a Human Warlock. Because you can't play a Night Elf Warlock. And then I'm going to take him over to the Night Elf starting area though. That's the first thing I'm going to do. I'm leveling from there so I can get a reputation with the Night Elves so I can get the Night Saber mount. Because their mounts are much, much better. Cooler. But then for retail, I'm going to have, I think, 5 or 6 different classes I'm going to play. But I'm going to be going DPS for them all. What the fuck? But I will be having some off specs for tanking on certain classes if needed. But ideally, I'm trying not to tank because I'm going to be raid leading. And to raid lead, ideally, I need to be able to focus more and doing range DPS, which means I can avoid any melee mechanics, like stomp on Sudgefist, for example. And I've just got to do the mechanics that might affect basically the entire raid or just the range. And they should be fairly simple to do compared to like tanking. When you've got a tank and you've got a boss right in your face, and then you're also watching what other players are doing, so you can try and correct them in the middle of the pull. You need to not have a boss right in your face. And being able to do my rotation and put out damage should be fairly easy. I was able to do it in the arena as a mage under pressure, so doing it on a boss fight where I'm not being attacked directly by the boss, and all I've got to do is maybe cleave down ads or just basically do the on mechanic as they come out, should be a cakewalk compared to 3v3 arena when you've got somebody on your ass the entire time trying to kick you and interrupt your casts. Nothing more annoying. What does this one give? Okay. 620 stun avoidance. Okay, what's that? %237% increased minion health. That's got finger though, legendary potential. So I potentially could use one of these that's got 4 and slam it into that. %113% increased minion health there, and that's got 4 on it. It's actually got 5 on it. Yeah, potentially could use this one to slam it into that one at the top. See what I can make out of that. It's kind of limiting for a unique item, that, isn't it? Oh, level 5 though. That's probably why. Level 5 unique. What the fuck? Oh, there's one there for 251% increased minion health. We'll keep all of the ones that I've got 4. Because can we use them for slamming into things, can't we? Yeah. Yeah, those ones can be de-used. Idols. Yes. Pop those in there.
Yes.
That's no good to me because it's garbage. Okay. See what this one unveils. The Snowbound City. Have we been here before? Oh god. The zombie just went down a kamikaze in the middle of all that lot. See, this would be a class I'd like to play on World of Warcraft. Make like a a class with very few abilities, but you can summon permanent minions. And all the minions, like, across the board, take like 50% less damage from all sources. What the hell? Oh god, that thing were alive! What's going on here? What the hell's another one of these goddamn lizard things? Yo, treasure lizard! Fucking lizard that runs around with like shit on its back and it drops a load of gear. Charge the beacon. What? Where are all these minions coming from? God, there's another one of these things here. What the hell is happening? Where's all this loot coming from? Jesus Christ. I don't think these things are dying. I wish they brought a class in like this though. I mean, you've technically got Demonology Warlock, but the demons are only temporary for the most part. But if they made it so you could have like 4 or 5 demons up at once, and your Infernal could be permanent, and your Infernal could act like your Bone Golem and this, and that could be like your main tanky beast, and then your talents, rather than being used to like activate abilities, they basically power up minions and they make them more durable, or they can crit more, or they can do more damage, or whatever. You know, they that's basically what they do. They can do the same for Beastmaster Hunter, have it where you either summon a bunch of pets, or where you summon like 2 really strong pets and you buff them up. Obviously you need some abilities as the hunter, you can't just have the 2 pets. But for the warlock you could have like some like kamikaze demon like I've got in this. I've got like the volatile zombie, and you can have like a kamikaze demon that you can summon, and that can be your ability, and you just send that in to blow up against whatever enemies they are, and then you can tailor what kind of damage the exploding demon might do. It might be better against single target, it might do better against cleave, and you can like respec it and do different things with it. And that's the only minion that's temporary, where the rest of them are all permanent. And then if they brought in a necromancer, you know, you could have this like an army of undead thing like this. That's what makes the necromancers in this unique. Otherwise all they are is just a rip-off mage. You're just casting necromantic spells rather than elemental based spells, but you're still casting spells. It'd be more of a lazy boy class, absolutely, but that's the type of class that I wouldn't mind playing sometimes. I don't think everybody always wants these micro-intensive classes where you've got like fucking 20, 30 abilities. In fact, I think most people don't want that anyway. It's just too much. I was watching some Raiders UIs today as well though, oh my god. Where they've got abilities all over the fucking place, and it's all these add-ons all over the place. And it's like, Jesus Christ. And literally the only 2 add-ons on there that I want is a damage meter and a healing meter. And it's just so you can see how well your healers and how well your damage dealers are actually doing. And then if someone's like woefully performing on the healing or the damage, you can try and help them out. Because it might be they've not got enough gear, it might be they've got a bad spec, or it might be they're just pressing the buttons in the wrong rotation. but then at least you can check that out. And that fits nice and neatly down here, the bottom right hand corner of your screen. When World of Warcraft UI, there's nothing down there. So that's what I would do. Oh, Jesus. Okay. I don't know what the hell was happening on that fight, I'll be honest. There were minions ever that seemed to keep spawning, and I'm pretty sure some of them were like invincible. All I want to do is complete this thing so I can... Oh, God. I can unlock and see further around the area. %3 of current health drained per second. Jesus Christ. It's these uber goddamn skeleton things here.
Worthless anyway. That is too much.
God. Those things actually hit harder than you think. Especially that big hit. I think it's void damage as well, which I've not got much resistance to. Yeah, offhand catalyst, okay. Pop it down here. Transfer those two. Okay. What the? Stability on this is only 10. It's kind of weird. I'll be honest, in a weird way though, I'm looking forward to raid leading as DPS. I'm going to try range DPS, I think that'll be easier, but I'm going to have melee DPS set up just in case. Or in case some fights, it's just like better to be a melee on a fight. Like example, like the worm in the current raid that we've killed, that one's better for melee, where the fight after a princess is better for range. That's kind of like Sludge Fist. Because the boss doesn't do a whole lot of moving. And bosses that kind of remain static means your casters can just blast. All the problem is, although the boss doesn't move in its second phase, you've got to do a lot of moving. So maybe some dot heavy classes might be a good idea. But then I still think an Unholy DK could be good there, because it applies a debuff to the boss where they take 13% more spell damage from all magical effects. So any spellcasters you're going to have are just going to absolutely pump. They're going to love that. 13% is a hell of a lot across an entire raid if you've got like a lot of casters. Obviously I want some melee, you're not going to take all ranged, but you want to try and probably get more ranged in there than melee where you can.
Yes. Take care.
Let's put those in here. That's a 4, so we can use that one. That one's a 4, we can use that one. Forging potential for rest. Ooh. Ah, we've got an end of completion one that's popped up. 2 of them actually. We've got a unique here. And we've got exalted relics over there. Still got to stabilise this timeline anyway. Harvested Titan. Oh, we've got to go there first, fuck, that's fine. Yeah, let's go there. We'll get the unique. And then we can head towards that purple. Oh, itch. Ooh. Spawned right in front of a bloody chest that had a lot of shit and one good item. Or should I say one purple item. Because it's purple don't make it good. Hello, Lord. You still at work? No, you said you were doing a marathon or something, you were saying? What the hell's this fucking lizard thing? Get the fucking lizard. What the fuck is it with all these goddamn mobs that are so tanky with these circles around them? Jesus, wet. Oh, those things take some killing, they do. Damn. God, there's a new loader on here. Jesus. These things take a goddamn licking and they keep on ticking. Just home but feel like crap, don't feel like cooking, but 40 minutes till food place open for collection. There you go, buddy. I hope you feel better though. Sorry that you don't. My stomach's been feeling a bit edgy, but I'm alright. At least the channel's starting to do better on views thanks to the shorts. The shorts are a really good idea. So we'll see where they can take us for the rest of the quarter this year. See how good they do. I've got high hopes for them. We just need to get ourselves some more consistent subscriber growth. But I think if we start getting more views, I think that'll just come. I think it'll just come with time. It's something the channel's not really had. It's kind of like being in spats before. Never really had like good consistent growth. We had like a bit of it in March and then a lot of it in June, but they were just like, well, things got promoted. Where we've never had it just be a consistent new higher level where you're getting like say like 50 to 70 subscribers per month. The hell are we fighting here? Who's this jumpy, slippery bastard? Just die already? Grief. That little fucker everywhere. Let's be talking a bit about WoW. Like what I'm going to do when I go back, when I'm able to go back. I'm only going to have one character for vanilla, but I'm going to have like 5 or 6 that I'm going to play for retail. But I'm going to be mainly trying to stick with range DPS, but I will have some melee DPS characters in case there's a certain boss that's just better for melee. But it should still be okay to raid lead as melee DPS because you're going to have far less like responsibility to handle than a tank, and also you've not got a boss right in your fucking face. Then all I've got to do is just pump DPS, which I'll be fine. That'll be a cakewalk by comparing to fucking tanking. As tanks, you've got fucking hell. You've always got at least one tank mechanic, but then if it's a fight where you've got to like move the boss and you're not just staying still, you've got to like reposition the boss. Like an easy fight for me as a tank was Sludge Fist, because it didn't require much in the way of movement. But then when you were on like Denathrius was an absolute pain in my ass as a tanking fight. I hated that as a tanking fight. Kaloth the Sunstrider as well, even more so. And that's because you just got more trash after just killing loads of trash to get to him. And it was just highly fucking annoying, really were, to do those fights. Because it involved a lot of movement. So you've got to kind of like shimmy backwards. What? Oh. You got to kind of like shimmy backwards while like tanking the boss, dealing with tank mechanics like Ramonia and switching between the boss and him, and then also
Take care.
you've got to do the DPS mechanics as well, like dodging the red lines and stuff like that. And in Heroic, those red lines hit you, they're a one-shot, whether you're a tank or not. Now, actually, I never got killed by the red lines. So that's one of the things I was able to do 100% every time. I didn't get killed by them. So I think the like regular mechanics that'll just like hit the DPS or that hit the entire raid and you've all got to do it, I think those mechanics will be kind of easy by comparison. I think the harder part is the specific tanking mechanics and manoeuvring the boss are the harder parts, and then the healing check for healers. Healers are, I've always said, the most skilled players in a raid, because they've got to keep everyone alive and themselves. Now, obviously, when there's avoidable damage, it helps the healers if you avoid the avoidable damage. But it also depends on the difficulty, because some of the things that you can avoid in, say, normal you might get hit by, you can survive it. But if you get hit by the same mechanic in Heroic, it'll probably one-shot you. So if you muck up and you get caught in a mechanic, no healer's going to be able to save you, you're just going to be dead. That's just something that you've got to do as personal skill thing and avoid. There's something over here. Ooh. A legendary. You cannot deal critical strikes? Who would ever want that? I don't get it. The only way I could see that ever being useful is if you've got like a dot class that's like just dotting up targets. Because I know dots in this can't crit. So unless you're doing like a dot based character build, nobody would ever use those shit gloves. I don't want it because both I can crit with by some of my volatile zombies, And my minions can all crit. I've even got skills built around helping them get more crit chance and crit damage. He's big. But so's my golem and zombies. That thing took a while to goddamn die. Just outside from 6 in this morning. Jesus. It's like fucking Race to World First Raiders. They started at fucking 6. I don't know if they've killed that boss yet. I need to have a look after stream. Yeah, but like the first 4 bosses of the raid, they made them look fucking like a joke. They're a pushover. But the last 4 bosses, like, they're going to be absolute beasts. And that's what you need for the race to World First to make it a decent race. If they just fall over like Abras were a joke. Same as Nafria for them really as well. I think they killed that in the first reset. So like any raid that's over in the first 7 days, Blizzard haven't tuned the bosses properly. No raid should be over in the first 7 days. Absolutely none of them. They should last a minimum of 10 days. And I'd say between 10 days and 14. I think 2 weeks is good. 3 weeks is probably a little bit too long, like Jailer Raid. But that's because the Jailer Raid was probably the hardest raid they'd ever done. That had like, what, I think 5 or 6 bosses in that were 100 plus pulls. Halondrus were like 400 or 500. I think Anduin were probably a good 300. One at second to last bosses were also a couple of hundred. And then Jailer himself were a good 500. Because what a lot of the raiders do is they'll have other jobs, other commitments in some cases, and a lot of them will book 2 weeks off work for the race to World First. So then when that 3rd week came up, a lot of like liquid players that weren't able to do anything had to basically go home and switch out their rota, and that's why they got like I think 5th in the Jailer raid, because it just took that long. So I think 2 weeks is like a maximum a raid should last, but it shouldn't last less than like 10. If it's been completed in 7 days, then it's just a pushover raid. It needs to make a reset and then last, 3 or 4 days beyond that. Why I've got a blue item. Numeromancy? What the fuck? They're no good to me. Get rid of those.
Take care.
That could potentially be good for the Sentinel. You could use that to forge up with something. Yeah. Sea channels is a thing. Is warpath. Right. How's it going on here? What the fuck? The hell was that about? Destroy the Vessel of Chaos in this echo to reroll the rewards of all uncompleted echoes in this web. Alright. It's a new one, I've not come across that before. Oh, God. It increases corruption, I think. No, it re-rolls a reward. So, if, oh, this thing won't die. If, you've got uncompleted nodes on your web, it re-rolls them for you once you've completed the boss for the area. So you've got to complete the boss for the area first, and then you can re-roll them with that thing. So like if you think you've got like shit rewards, so you've got like normals and yellows, but then you've increased the corruption, you could re-roll it and then see some of those nodes become purples and uniques. The one that increases the corruption is the one that refreshes the web to start over and ups the corruption, which obviously does increase your item rarity and your item quality. But it also makes all your monsters and bosses much fucking stronger. empowered fucking monsters are such a bastard to kill. Can only take so much to kill. Good God. They were a pain in the ass to put down. These fuckers they've got running around now with these circles around, they get bloody tough. Overlord, can you check something for me? Jump on Echo Wow on YouTube or on Twitch if you want to, and just let me know how Echo are doing on that Princess Kaiveza. I don't know if they've killed her yet, because they got her down to like 8%. I want to know if anyone's killed her yet, because then they can start the Silken Court, which is going to be an absolute motherfucker of a fight. I want to know where it's at. You alright, darling?
Yes. Coffee.
Please.
Got your cup.
If it's not for me, so is it on table?
Have a look.
Still not killed it on dinner break. They still not killed that fucking thing. God damn. That boss is an absolute murder machine. That could be a 300 pull boss. If Liquid aren't already over 300 pulls. Jesus. And this D5. Yeah, this is going to be going a while yet, dude, this raid. This is going to be an 11-12 day raid easy. Because even some of the raid leaders have said that Silken Court could be the hardest second to last boss of all time. It's going to be harder than Tyndall Sage Swift from Farak. So it could be a 700, 800 pull boss with the Silken Court. And then I expect Ansarex to be at least 500, if not more. And that's if she's not got a mythic phase. If she's got a hidden mythic phase, which some have said she might, she could easily be 800, 900 pulls herself. Thank you, Willow. Cheers. Well, put it this way, that boss overload as well, they've already Vantus ruined it. And you only get Vantus runes for 1 a week, don't you? So the fact they Vantus ruined it tells you how hard that boss is. Because they're not going to get another Vantus rune now until Wednesday on the reset. And that'll be used probably on Silken Court. That means Silken Court could take 3-4 days to kill by itself. It seems a bit bad. That's if you're having a sacrifice minion build. I'm not having a sacrifice minion build.
Yes.
I care for my minions. I want them to live long, happy, undead lives. There's no arena. Alright, okay. Ugh! Those things look horrible. Big, gribbly spiders. Don't like them. I had to kill one because it was attacking Ella on the way back into the door. To squash it with the shoe. One thing I can say for certain, if for some reason these guilds don't kill this fucking thing before Wednesday, they're more than likely going to nerf that boss. In a big fucking way. Now, while the raiders might not want it in some cases, if they've proven they can't kill it between now and then, because we're on Sunday. So you've got Monday, Tuesday the Americans get their reset, Wednesday we get ours. So they need to nerf it then. Only thing it means is if they nerf it, Americans probably go straight in and kill it. But they have got to re-clear to get to it first. Let me put this in here. Is someone cooking? Darling?
What?
Someone cooking?
No, I've just done myself dildos.
Alright, it smells nice. Oh, what the bloody hell is she cooking? Getting cooked on already?
Yes. Take care.
There's two more of these here, Jesus. These things are everywhere. So these must start showing up right around the edge then. We've got to be maxed on that now. Right, let's go to Herrick Sanctum. Isn't Herrick the god, the centaur dude? I feel like these kind of add more to the story, these these echoes, completing them. Because you get to fight a lot of different bosses that are also harder than the ones in the campaign. And I suppose see what actually happened. And see if the, I don't even remember her name. What the name of the female goddess who created the fucking, the Epoch is. Defeat the Temple Guardians. What the hell? Oh, those two icicle things are the Temple Guardians? The hell? Okay, a dragon. There's Herot.
What brings you here?
Also, he let them in to try and bring down Herot. So rather than it be Riot, which is a shit ton of dragons. Well, bugger. Herot never seems to get a break in this. Seems to be a hell of a pushover though for a god.
Yes. Okay.
A dragon's grotto. Oh dear. This doesn't sound like the place I want to be. Oh my god. Is that dragon eggs? We're about to piss off something really big. Well, we're not doing anything with these eggs, no? Oh, okay. Why are they red then? Ow! Okay. The rotting cord. Slay the Emperor of Corpses. He sounds pleasant. Oh, it's a big dragon. An undead dragon. Oh god, have I got to get out of this? Ooh! The Emperor of Corpses is a giant undead dragon. Oh lord. It's a bone dragon. The fuck? Jesus! That thing took some killing. My bone golem survived with a pubic hair of health. Fucking hell. Two Soulfire Bastion keys. Not bad. Holy crap. Have a look at that. And the wraiths are damaged. And the Death Knight. Death Knight almost died as well. They were durable though, I'd have to re-summon any of the wraiths. I'd have to re-summon any of the wraiths or the Death Knight. They've got some proper tankiness to them. So this thing, right. It's got 28 ward per second. That's got 51 plus 22 and then 64% ward retention. That's got 102% ward retention. 10 ward gained on kill. Every 3 seconds your ward is consumed, granted a stack of demise per 13 ward consumed. Each stack of demise grants 10% bleed chance up to 200%. Each stack of demise grants 1% increased bleed duration. The question is, does it outstrip this for giving me ward? So I'm at 4046. It's going down. What the hell? What the hell's going off with the shield? Did you see that? The shield kept cycling up to 500 and went back down. What the hell? I'm guessing probably not so good, I don't know. Maybe if I smash it into something. What have we got here? 90, 90. And then we've got the last two up here. I'm guessing, obviously, well, that says 90. I'm guessing that one's going to be 100. That one level 84. Right, this thing potentially could be useful, but we'll see. I'll need a offhand catalyst to like merge it with. If I've got one, that is. No, they're all relics. There's that one, but it's only got 3 properties on it. We need to have at least 4. There's that one. This one got 3.
Howdy,
Hello?
it's me.
How you doing? Why you sound weird?
Oh, I'm on my mobile phone headset, that's probably why.
Jesus Christ.
Weird how.
Just doesn't sound as good quality as your normal one. Sounds choppy.
Yeah, I need a new headset for my mobile phone, but new one's 100 and something quid, so.
Yeah, I won't waste money on that. You don't need it. You've got your normal one. Normal one's fine.
I'm waiting until I get my new, till February when I get my new handset anyway, because you usually get a free set of the headphones with the new phones anyway, so.
There you go. What's up, brother?
Not much. I think I just needed some fresh air. Even though I got a lot this morning, but I was just so run down by the time I got home. I probably should have tried to lay down. I should have probably got some more fresh air.
Sometimes it depends.
I feel a lot better now than I did half an hour ago. So getting out and stretching the legs, getting some air. Plus it's light drizzle as well, so it's quite cool and refreshing.
Not bad. We've got to have a look.
Just had rice, smoked chicken, and barbecue ribs.
Very nice.
It's a nice Chinese, and it's across the shop from a Nero, so I also had a wee cup of tea as well.
Can't
Of
fault
course,
you.
it could also be the cup of tea that brought me together there. So,
Could be a good old brewski. Can't go wrong.
yep.
That one, if I merge that one with that one, that could potentially have some potential.
The worst thing is, the marathon today goes up near where I live, but they had me on the other side of fucking town. So not only did I have to wait till it was over, I then had to wait an extra hour and a half for the buses to start up again. And because it's Sunday service, they took a while to get going. Because there was no way until I was walking 2.5 miles back to the house.
So yeah, Sunday service, I don't think they really get going at all, to be fair with you.
Oh no, here we've got a good Sunday service. It's just because the marathon was on, there were no buses coming out of town to do the loop to come back into town. So I had to wait for them to start, get going, and then come back. Still about every 30 minutes to every 45 minutes on Sunday.
Right. So what's the base item? Level, let's have a look. That is 80. Right, if I take that and that. We've also got the neck piece, but I'm trying to see if we can actually get ourselves a decent item on there.
Legendary.
Well, I'm going to try, but... Hiya, Kyle, how you doing, brother? But it's, I've not come across a decent
RNG.
thing yet. A decent, I've not come across a decent, catalyst, purple catalyst on my offhand.
Yeah.
That they're all quite garbage. I need to have high ward retention and then high ward per second.
Yeah.
That
What
hasn't
you
got-
will find if you're lucky, like I was there a couple of nights ago. So every unique has a variant of it that is also purple. So if you get lucky, you can get the same thing, but only as a purple, and then you combine the both.
Well, you don't combine purples, you combine a unique and a purple.
Yeah, that's what I'm on about. You can get a unique, but you can also get the lower version of the same unique as a purple.
Alright, okay.
But it's
Oh, shit,
very
that's-
rare.
95 though. Yeah, I'm not doing that at 95. Do it at 80.
So what happens is, if you try and get two purples the same, and then you stick one into the... sometimes you can get one upgraded to unique.
Indeed, yo. Well, I'm just going to try and do it now, see if I can maybe get something. We'll have a look. How you been, Kyle? We talk about some World of Warcraft today. Can't wait to go back. Even Brett's on about joining us in Vanilla. In Vanilla, I'm just going to play one character. I'm just going to have my Warlock in Vanilla. Because I played Warrior first time round. And because I'm going to be raid leading, I don't want to be stuck in melee as a tank. And then for retail, I'm going to continue on the melee trend. But I'm going to be trying Warlock and Shaman. but then I have a bunch of melee classes as well, because in case there's some bosses that are sometimes better for melee, and then I can flex between whatever they need. Can't wait to see back on WoW. I can't wait to be streaming WoW. It's so much better. So much shit I'll be able to do. The best part about WoW is you can be other side of world to like your friends and guildmates doing a quest, but you just talk together on comms on Discord. You just all gather together and just talk.
And the best thing is, no, it doesn't matter if your friends are Horde or Alliance, because you can still party up.
You can, but you can't trade items with them unless you go into an instance. So they still need to work on that. But ideally, everyone in the guild is going to be Alliance. If you're all Horde, probably not going to work as well. So if you're making characters, make Alliance. Especially considering that we're going to be on the old server we used to be on Ravencrest, which is like 98% fucking Alliance.
Well, the best thing is I don't have to make a new character for on that, because I'm already there.
I'm not going to be making a new character, no, of course not. Just obviously this time don't try and take over the guild either, fucking as a officer rank. Don't know why you tried to do that anyway.
Huh?
Remember when you said you tried to take over the guild because we'd left the game, but you weren't high enough rank?
No, I was saying that if you needed someone to start recruiting, you have to be officer rank.
No, but I thought you said you tried to get the guild gifted to you by a games master or something.
No?
I'm sure you did. Remember you saying it?
I don't. Almost home. Put my feet up and just rest up for tomorrow night.
Hopefully be able to join you if we get their arse in gear and big shit to console. Well, one thing that we stumbled across, Kyle, which I also spoke to my contact who used to work at Blizzard, but he now works for CG Project Red, and he said one of the things that we've discovered is the Game Pass price now is the same price monthly as World of Warcraft, which that would explain how they're not going to lose any money. They're both the same price. All they're then going to say is, if you are a Game Pass member, that will now be your subscription to World of Warcraft. So you won't need 2 subscriptions, you just have 1. Just World of Warcraft's going to be added to Game Pass. That's what I think they're now going to do. And then they'll obviously allow you to have the 3, 6-month and the 12-month variant options if you want those still. So people who have those World of Warcraft can have them. But the monthly one is going to be the same price as Game Pass. So if you just want to join and try it out for like a month, it's for your Game Pass anyway. So if you're already a Game Pass user, you're losing nothing, because it's already included as part of your price. But it'll mean a lot more people then can play World of Warcraft. So where recently when Overlord put that thing, where is everyone? 11 million people joined from China to play Wrath of the Lich King. They love it in China. So there could be a massive surge of people playing it. Now, some guy, for some reason, in one of the chats on YouTube, when I put that down, he said, "Oh God, please no." And I was like, why wouldn't you want more people playing the MMO that you're playing? It's a massively multiplayer online game. The more people that play it, the better it is.
The thing with the Game Pass though is it's in. The other thing is that makes sense if it's on Game Pass because they'll shift it to the Microsoft Store.
Well, they'll merge it with Battle.net. I have no doubt they'll merge it. That'll be what they're discussing right now. That's what he said they're probably on about.
Hear me for a second when I go through the motions. So you know the way you said you don't want add-ons. If something's installed with through the Microsoft Store instead of a launcher, the files are unmoddable, so it means you can't install add-ons if it's launched through the Windows Store.
We know that anyway. We know that'll be a thing regardless, because they can't bring add-ons to a console. So if that'd be a bonus for me. All I'm bothered about at the moment is getting more players on WoW. And for more players on WoW, if they bring it to console through Game Pass, that will instantly bring in more players. Because if you find out you're already paying for Game Pass, and then you can now play World of Warcraft for the same cost, it's costing you nothing to play the game. All you've got to do is buy the expansions. So, but if you want to play Vanilla or Season of Discovery, they don't cost you anything at all. You just play that for free. The only thing you've got to do is if you want to play retail, the current version, you've got to pay whatever it is for the DLC. And then as DLCs come out, you've just got to buy the corresponding DLCs. And that's how they'll make a bit more money from that if people want to play retail. But if they just want to play Vanilla or the Season of Discovery stuff, they aren't going to pay a thing. They just keep paying their Game Pass subscription. So for them, it's a win-win. There's no lose on that side of things. It's ridiculous. It's so good value. But if they do bring it on there, and as you said for Microsoft Launcher, then yeah, that's good. Then they can't have any add-ons. Obviously, the hard part there will be for Blizzard is they're going to have to... It won't be a complete top-to-bottom redesign of the game, but then Blizzard are going to be designing bosses then without need to worry about add-ons being able to help them kill bosses faster. But then, if the add-ons are all removed, then all some players are going to start whinging and crying about, oh, I can't use this for my bag-on or this for my map or whatever. So they're going to have to incorporate their own version of those, which to some degree they already have done. So if they've got versions of those they're working on now throughout the War Within, ready to be released as part of the base game, then that won't be a problem. That'll stop a lot of people whinging about cosmetic bullshit. But as for the boss add-ons, then Blizzard will need to make their own boss add-ons, like Blizzard boss mods, that's part of the game. Because if add-ons can't be usable anymore, that's what they'll have to have incorporated. They'll have no option in that. And then they'll have... But at least then Blizzard developers can then build the bosses without the fear of third-party add-ons completely negate... What the hell? Okay.
Well, I'm going to head off here and rest a bit more.
Go for it, buddy.
I'll talk to you tomorrow anyway, so...
No worries, buddy. You have a good one.
Bye.
Bye. But yeah, they'll need to Ooh. They'll need to have a look at basically how they're going to make bosses in the future, because if the players haven't got these advanced add-ons like weak auras that really help them, in some cases they completely negate boss mechanics, and time mechanics just get completely, made irrelevant. So with that being taken away from the players, Blizzard in some cases will have to tone down the bosses. Because if they make bosses in the current state they are now, the bosses would be almost unkillable without nerfs, because they wouldn't have any of these tools to help them bypass mechanics. But it does mean Blizzard can essentially still make the bosses hard, but they can make them hard within degrees that they can control. Because then, obviously, they can get rid of...
Welcome back, just missed the Epoch. Except she drew on back. Give up. No. Yes. Farewell, traveller. And good luck.
It would help them design, I suppose, more balanced bosses, but then bosses that they know you can handle with the tools they're giving you. So rather than it being a third-party company like Weak Auras, who's designing these Weak Auras that can be then customised to help get around the mechanics of a boss, Blizzard are now going to have to give you these means themselves, which will be somewhat toned down, but a lot easier to use and a lot more compatible with the game, because you won't have a third-party add-on. It'll be direct from the developer. And at least then they'll know, right, well, these are the tools they've got, so we need to make these bosses okay for normal, a little bit harder for heroic, and then for mythic, make probably the first half of the bosses in a raid like they've done with this current raid. Well, not easy, but easy enough for the regular mythic guilds. And then the last half of the raid, difficult for even the world first guilds. Because like Liquid Method, Echo, the new Chinese guild that's on the way up, they're all going to be really top-end talented players that, even without weak auras, are still going to be able to kill bosses. It'll take them more pulls to do so. But if Blizzard are obviously going to be changing the bosses to within the limitations of their boss mods, then they could potentially be harder than the bosses currently are, but doable with the boss mods they've given you. So it might turn, say, a 200 pull boss into a 250 pull boss. Or it might turn a 300 pull boss into a 400 pull boss. Because you won't have the detailed software from like weak auras. But you'll have enough based on Blizzard give you. But then they'll tone the bosses accordingly. Good day, sir. How is things? Very good, Strafe. How are you, brother? Although I did just die in a dungeon. I got deleted by something. We'll keep that in there for next time. For another time, should I say. I'm going to go back to the monoliths. That's what I'm going to do. So I need to go to... We've got the Spirits of Fire and the Age of Winter. Let's go to Spirits of Fire. But yes, I've been doing big WoW talk in Trafe. Big WoW talks. And I've been keeping a close eye on the Race to World First. Which initially it looked like the raid was going to be a joke. But, because the first 4 bosses just fell over. Like they were just like nothing. Even though the raid guilds did say these bosses aren't meant for us. Well, you'd think it would be, being that it's the mythic raid. But it's the first half of the raid. The second half of the raid has proven one hell of a step up in difficulty. Because they're the ones designed to slow them down. Because if you don't slow the American guilds down, the European guilds don't even get a chance to really start. Because of that 16-hour head start. God damn. Cool. And how was your day going, Trafe? Dear good sir. So no hands-free currently watching the pots. It's no problem, brother. I'd always assume you're there, Kyle, unless you tell me different, buddy. Because usually you tell them when you're going anyway. There are some that don't, like Matrix. Matrix just fucking vanishes. And don't even let you know that he's going sometimes. But usually most of you guys let me know that you're going when you are. Not to put my ass off anymore. Well, autumn technically started on the 1st of September, but it's been a slow burner getting in. But the last couple of days, me and Ella have been sweating our asses off because it's been so fucking warm. So I don't know what the hell's happening. Maybe we've got like what they call like an Indian summer, where you get like them like weird hot spells for no fucking reason. For me, it's better time because it means I ain't got to worry about allergies because all the plants dying off and stuff like that. means low pollen count, so no more attacks on my eyes and no more sneezing fits. Also means now, since this is like, I suppose, the most important 11 months of my life, we've got at least a good, I'd say 7-8 months before spring comes back around. So I've got a large period of time now where I can knuckle down and focus on my channel. Got my 2 videos every day, and my short now, and then obviously on stream days we have our stream. The shorts have been really well for the channel though, in terms of like discoverability and views, which can obviously equal more money. But shorts are worth, like, I'd say probably 1/10 the value of an ad from video. So you need like 10 times the views to make the same money you would do from a video. So you need a lot of views on shorts to make up for the you need a lot of views on shorts to make any decent kind of money like you would do from videos. But we'll see. End of the day, I've not been doing shorts a month yet. We'll see where they can take us. We're still not getting a major amount of growth yet. I think we've still got some sort of like growth lull for whatever reason. But at least the views are picking up. So at least that is a positive sign in the right direction. So I'll take what I can get for the time being. But ultimately, I think me and Ella discussed it the other day. I've got basically until, I'm going to give myself until the end of June next year. Because then it's like a full 6 months into next year. If my money's not where I need it to be at all, then I'm going to have to get a part-time job and cancel all the streams. Because I'll need to basically use my days off to make content for YouTube. If my money's coming in, but it's not where I can do it full-time, but where at least it'd cover like what I'd earn from a part-time job, then I'll continue doing it. And I won't get a part-time job, and then I can continue with the streams. But I'd need to probably say, probably 500 to 800 a month coming in, consistently, every single month. That's what I need to be at by like the end of June next year. If we can't get there by the end of June, then I will have to just get a part-time job somewhere in town, somewhere local, and basically work part-time like 3 days a week. Which are basically pulling about the same amount of money. It'd be like £500 to £800. It wouldn't be a whole lot more than that, because I don't want to work more than that. Because the bulk of my time is going to be invested on YouTube. But the money that I'm on, I can't exist on beyond that point. It just won't be feasible. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. I don't know the bloody future. And for all I know, we could have the money that I need coming in by fucking end of this year, or by like early next year, like February or something. You know, I don't know. I'm no prophet. I can't predict the fucking future. That thing's basically like a fucking treasure goblin. But what they've done is they've strapped fucking backs of loot to the back of a goddamn giant lizard. And you've got to run it down and kill it. The last laugh. It'd be okay if I could try and make it into a legendary. But I can't. know the field, got 4 months myself to have to start discussing with the government workers again about my income and if I'm able to work. I don't know if you've got access to the same thing as me, Shrave, if you're in UK or not. Do you have something called the Prince's Trust? It's like a scheme for people who want to like go self-employed. Because what I might do is I might have a look into that. I might even have a look at it end of stream. And if it's something I think we can get, I might apply for it. And then that might solve my Ella's issue. Because they can usually give you grants. Anything up to, I think, like £50,000. I won't need that much. I'd probably ask them for like 15 grand. Something like that. Just something to keep me sweet for quite a while so I can buy any equipment that I need. You know, and be able to help Ella with bills and food and stuff like that. And then Ella ain't gonna give me like almost half her wage. Because then I won't need it to for that amount of money. My money then will last me a good long while. And by that point my YouTube channel will have taken up regardless. See, me and Ella are in the mind of, we know my YouTube channel can take off, we just don't know when. That's the part, we don't know when. There's plenty of channels out there we've seen that are getting enough views per month where the content is levels beneath mine. Levels and levels. I mean, some of these gaming channels even are no commentary channels. And it's like, how is having no commentary a content? You're not putting anything of yourself in there at all. I mean, the minimum you should do these days is have a mic. If somebody don't want to put the face on camera, that's fair enough. Because not all channels do. There are some big channels I know that don't put the face on camera. But they all have a mic. They're all talking, you know, you can hear the voice. You know, you can hear the reactions if they get jump scared or they achieve something and they get really happy. But these ones that have no commentary, and then no camera as well, it's like, what are you even adding to the gameplay? All you're doing is recording the gameplay and putting it up on YouTube. Anyone can do that. Literally anyone. That's like, the only thing that requires less talent than that is fucking reacting to somebody else's content that they've made. And even then I suppose reactions would actually still have a webcam and a mic. So actually probably not, maybe commentary, maybe no commentary is even lower effort than that. Which that was actually quite hard to think of and say. Because reaction stuff I fucking can't stand. When you're reacting to somebody else's content, it's like, make your own fucking content. You know? Are you that lacking on ideas, you gotta fucking nab somebody else's idea? React to their shit. And Christ. Content leeches. That's how I refer to them as. And that's why now, if I think it's, if more than 40% of your content is content reaction videos, YouTube will demonetize your channel. I think it's 40%. I could have the percentage wrong, but I know it's a percentage. Because you've got to have the bulk of it's got to be your content. So I think you've got to do like 55 or 60%. And then you can react to like 40% or under. If more than that is reaction content, they can demonetize your channel. Because you're not making any content yourself. You're just reacting to somebody else's. I think it's why that guy who contacted me on YouTube in comments, He said, how can I get remonetized? I got demonetized because my content is just like me doing edits and captions and using other streamers' stuff. It's like, well, yeah, just make your own content, dude. It seems like some people just want to try and piggyback and ride off other people that are successful and get a free ride to money. And it's like, well, no, make your own shit. Do you want to be a content creator, a content leech, a content reactor? It's like, fucking hell. Have and sponsors reached out, or have you looked at sponsorships? I've not contacted any myself, and I'm not going to, because I want to just grow my channel in terms of like what I'm pulling myself organically. I'm not looking at sponsorships right now. And sponsors also take into account not just your subscriber count, but also your average views per video or average views per short, because some sponsors will advertise on shorts instead of videos. And I'm not pulling in anywhere near enough views on my videos to draw the interest of a sponsor, I don't think, at the moment. My shorts possibly could do if they keep going and keep getting bigger and they start getting into the thousands of views, but not right now. I had that one that contacted me, but as I said, it sounded a bit scammish, which is why I also refused it. But it were some like finance banking thing, and I'm like, why would you contact me? I'm like, I'm a gamer. I don't have anything to do with finances. I'm like, wouldn't you be better off contacting like a finance channel on YouTube? But it's probably because the finance channels on YouTube probably want a lot more money. So they're assuming that a gamer that ain't got that many views will do it on the cheap. But I'm like, no, I'm not going to be sponsored by something for finance and then either put you at the start of my video and tell my audience, oh, this is a good thing. One thing I'll never do is lie to you guys about a sponsorship. If I'm going to take a sponsorship, what I'm going to say to you is going to be my God's honest opinion and truth of what I think. If I think something's bad, something's shit, I'm not going to take the sponsorship. So, like, if a gacha game comes at me and says, oh, right, we want to sponsor you, we'll pay you this, just, here's a character we can set you up with, you can save him playing our game for months, let our audience know. I'll be like, no. I'll be like, if I think your game's good, I'll play your game, I'll set an account up now and I'll start playing it, and then in the 1 minute segment of my video that I promote your stuff, I will show a minute of gameplay of me playing your game, my character. Not one you're going to give me that's decked out at nines. I'll physically play it myself if I think it's good. If I think your game looks shit, I'm not going to take a sponsorship, no. Now that might also partly shoot myself in the foot, but I believe in being honest. Honesty first. I'm not going to recommend a game to you guys that I think's dog shit. I'm just not. And I'm very particular about my games. You know me, Kyle. You've seen it from the ideas for content section. If I think something's bad, I'll let them know. I'll probably do it politely. I won't just say your game's dog shit. But I'm not just going to take a sponsorship just because they're offering me some money. If I want to do that, I could have run ads on my streams on Twitch and made thousands. Because some of the offers you got on Twitch for running ads, you could probably make 3,000-4,000 a month in some cases. Obviously, it depends on how many people you've got viewing you, but you could make a fair amount from ads on Twitch because of how fucking like oppressive they are. The purple lizard. But Ella's had like 16 days off work, or will have, on Tuesday. She's loved it. She's enjoyed the time off, she really has. And she don't want to go back to work. And I can sympathise, because I've been there. I have. I did 13 years at Curry's, minimum fucking wage. I fucking hated it. Could not stand it at all. And if I can get enough money coming in from this, I'll be able to do for her what she's currently doing for me. And then she won't have to work. I've said to her, I said, I don't care whether you get a job or not. But I know she said she wants to do something creative. So maybe she just takes like a year off work, figures out what she wants to do, and, you know, has a look through things and figures out what she might enjoy. You don't know. I didn't want to after COVID. COVID went off for months. Fucking hell. That's when we got ahead of the curve with our Spooks Guild on retail. I fucking loved it. It was so good. Apart from the drama, obviously, but that's just because a bunch of dickheads in the guild. But won't have that this time round. And that's why I've made a separate server to make sure it stays separate. We might be called the Spooks, which is what I'm referred to the guild members as, same as the subscribers and members on YouTube. But that is going to be the only correlation. Other than that, they're going to be two separate entities. Anyone starting any drama shit, I'll just get a swift kick out of the fucking guild and servers. I'm not putting up with that crap this time round. And the weird thing was, well, when they tried to poach more people from my guild, I'm like, you do realise you've got no chance? I'm like, what do you mean? I'm like, well, you're trying to poach people who've been with me for years. I'm like, you're just some random person to them. They don't know who you are. I'm like, they're following me, the content creator, not you, the random person who wants to start their own guild. I think that very simple thing eluded them. And it just showed their narrow-mindedness in that approach. Which in itself was kind of quaint. It really were kind of quaint. Because they were treating it like any regular guild on World of Warcraft. We're not a guild, we're a community. We're not just some guild that you jump from to get a bit of loot and then bugger off to make your own guild because you want to get more loot a bit faster or something. No. We're a community. If you don't want to be part of the community, fuck off somewhere else. That's basically what it'd be. I won't take any of the bullshit. Ooh. That could be quite tasty. If I could get one of those legendary potential, that potentially could be quite good. If I put that on, just see what it goes up to. Does it go up at all? It's going up. So the ward went up about 250. That's not bad. We'll keep a hold of our legendary just in case. That's actually not very good. Can get a few peeps together, might be worth having a look at. Helldivers, the recent patch seems really good. I was on last night, really enjoyed it. Maybe. I've still got a lot of good clips to go up on YouTube though, Carl, from the shorts. From the past ones. Because I'd still not put all of them up on TikTok. So I'm going to re-put up the ones I've put up on TikTok, but then I've still got the ones I haven't put up on TikTok as well. So I've got some good clips to go up. Somebody asked me the other day, said, because you're not playing Dead by Daylight, and you're not playing Helldivers, and you're going to be stopping playing Lethal Company once you get back on World of Warcraft, said, how are you going to get clips? Obviously, you can get clips on WoW. There are some funny things and stupid things that can happen. And also some cool things, like when you get a boss kill and stuff. But out of those, I'll probably make a short video rather than a short. But I've said I'll get it from my videos, because a lot of my videos have moments where I get jump scared or something funny happens. So I'll get the shorts then from my videos, because obviously I want to maintain doing one short every day. So that's 30 shorts a month, roughly, depending on how many days. So I need to have enough shorts from a material where I can keep up that demand. Because obviously I've got loads of from the older stuff, but I need to make stuff from the newer stuff, especially once I get my camera for Christmas. When I get my new camera, that's going to have so much better clarity. Having like a Sony CMOS sensor, close to DSLR quality, 1080p. Oh, it's going to look so good. And then that with my captions, my shorts will be fucking basically perfect. So I was saying the other day, I'll being honest with myself, is let's categorise your three types of content on YouTube. So you've got your live, which is your streams, which is basically like your super long form content, because you're talking a couple hours at least. You've got your videos, which can range from 5 minutes up to say as much as 40-45. And then you've got your shorts, which have got to be less than a minute to be classed as a short. I like that idea from YouTube as well. I don't like shorts being 2 or 3 minutes. Keep it under a minute. Because I'll be honest with you, one thing I've noticed on YouTube is if your shorts even say above 25 seconds, the watch time retention on it drops. If you can have a short about say 10 to 25 seconds, the watch time retention on it stays high, even after hundreds of views. Because I've still got like 4 shorts on the channel that are like 70, 80, and one's at like 116%, even after hundreds of views. And that's because they're really short. Like one of them is the How a Game Kills You in Under 10 Seconds, which is Lethal Company one. That one's got the 116% retention. It's only 10 seconds long. It's like if somebody clicks on, or that pops up on their screen to watch that, unless they swipe straight off, which in which case obviously don't count, because it'll just class as they swiped off it. But if they watch it, why would you swipe off a video that's 10 seconds long? So you'd have to have the world's stupidest and shortest attention span. It's 10 seconds. It's 1/6 of a minute. You couldn't ask for something shorter. But yeah, I'm getting a good feel for it. But in terms of my quality, what I would say is my streams are definitely my worst content. They're my worst performing. They get the least views. They don't get many chatters. You know, obviously YouTube doesn't promote streams either, so it's almost impossible to find an audience from streaming unless you're already established and you've already got catching a bitch, bathing the kids, and it's bedtime. No worries, go for it. This will all be on the VOD anyway. So streams is where it's hardest, and you've got to stay switched on for hours. Videos, probably more like average, above average sort of content based on some videos. Some are really good, some are about average. Some might be bad in some cases, but I suppose it depends on the game as well. Some people might like certain games more than others, and you can only do so much with some games. Like I hate the puzzle parts on Poppy Playtime. They were just boring. But the shorts, I can always make quality shorts. Always. Even if I've got a clip a short down, I can clip, say, a minute short and make it, say, 30 seconds and make that short fucking good. And I know how to make good shorts already. All I need is a better camera. It's the only thing that needs to change, is that. When I've got a better camera, shorts are fucking ace. They're so easy to make. Well, they're not quick to make, because I've got to do a few different things with them. Because I've got to put them onto Clipchamp to get the face part. Then I've got to put both that and the Premiere Video onto Cyberlink to make it into 9x16. And then I've got to put it back onto Clipchamp to get the captions. And then I've got the complete short, and then I can upload it to YouTube. But I can make quality shorts, definitely. I would say, in terms of my shorts, they'd be the top 1 or 2% of YouTube in terms of like gaming shorts. Obviously, I've got to relate it to my genre because I'm not going to relate it to fucking like finance or something like that or whatever. Not going to make any sense. Did this earlier. What if this is a game bug? I think this is a game bug. So you buy a tab, and then it makes your game wait to respond.
Take care.
That is so weird. Alright. And even though, being honest and saying some of my videos might be average, still better than probably 90% of the gaming channels out there. But maybe to really get your videos to pop off, maybe you've got to be in that top 10%. And maybe I'm just not quite there. But then again, I also can't afford a 40 grand a year editor. You know, a lot of these bigger channels have way more than that coming in a month, so they can afford to pay an editor that kind of money. I can't.
Yes.
But they are bringing out some new features for YouTube, which is good. They're bringing out the hype, which is for channels specifically under 500,000. Now, personally, I think 500,000 don't really need it, in all honesty. Even 100,000. Because 100,000, you are in the top 0.4% of YouTube. So you're in the top 0.5% already. You've already got the verified channel tick at the side of your name, and you've already got a silver play button. I don't think channels that size actually need help. So realistically, I think they can make that even smaller. And let's say the bottom is 500 subscribers they're keeping it at, but then make the top one 99,000. Not 99,999, but 99,000. Because then at least you can try and gain 1,000 subscribers to become verified. And then, obviously, when you're verified, you're one of the more elite channels on the platform. So I think they could scale it down even further. But at the moment, it's 500,000 down to 500 subscribers, and you can get on there for the hype. And people get 3 hypes a week they can use, and they can hype up any video or short within the last 7 days it's been uploaded. So it can't be older than 7 days. So it's got to be like a fairly new video or short. But if I can get you guys to use your hypes on my channel, it could put me on the leaderboard, which is up there on the main page alongside trending. And then people could find the channel and be like, oh, what's this channel? And then that's the kind of thing that could make the channel pop off and get the spotlight that it needs and deserves. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see. But there's some interesting times ahead, and there's some interesting things I'm looking forward to. Oh, I meant to read that thing in the face. Have you looked at Have you got anything, Shrafe, or like the Prince's Grant? Have you looked at anything like that? Have you seen if that's something you can benefit from? I'm not sure if it's Prince's Grant or Prince's Trust or something like that. It's called. Have a quick look. Oh, bollocks. I'm in an arena. We've got our own social help system. Qualifications for it depends on what kind of assist you need. This is more for if you're trying to start your own business. And basically you can get a grant to start your own business to help you like buy the equipment, you know, support yourself while you're just getting off the ground so that you've got food and stuff like that so you're not going without essentials that you need to survive. So basically they can give you a grant to start your business. Obviously it might have some very specific modifiers where it might be a bit more tricky for an online business. I need to have a look at it myself and see if I can get something from it, because if I can, then that might see me having to go back into part-time work, because I might get enough money from that where money might not be a concern then. I would hope if they can give me money. I mean, any would be better than none, obviously, but I would hope I could get at least 4,000 or 5,000 on the low end, and then maybe more like 15 or 20 on the high end, because that'd set me out for quite a while, because that'd be even the 4,000 or 5,000. That'd set me for probably a good couple of years. No, not so much loans. This isn't something you've got to pay back. This is something you're granted. It's a grant. So it's not something you have to pay back. It's just if you're eligible for it, and then if you are eligible for it, how much they're willing to give you. It's to help small businesses grow. Most first world countries will have something like it, because obviously they want businesses to grow and develop. If your business grows and develops and becomes profitable, they're getting taxes from you anyway. Because it's like it's working with the government essentially, I suppose. It's like from the government to help small businesses grow and get established. So if they can help you get started, which is usually the hardest part of any business, if they can help you with your first, say, 2 or 3 years with this grant and get you off the ground, once you're established and you're bringing the income and you can start to grow your business, obviously benefit from it. Because then potentially, obviously, say it's like an oil business, you're going to recruit and employ employees, you're going to probably expand your business to maybe more than one site, and you're going to be drawing in both revenue for yourself and then taxes for the country. So it's literally, it's the hand working inside the glove. You know, you're working hand in fist.
Yes.
Give me a sec. Oh, the back. What are you doing? What are you telling me off for? So are you. Squiggly bum. Have these been fed? Did you miss their feeding time? Feed them. You're starving. Look at back going on Millwall. You can't see it.
Oh, is he withering away? Is he? Bless him.
Are you with me, Lord Burlington? Hey?
Couldn't naff off. These cats are fine.
Well, you lost 4 ounces.
Come on then, you greedy little bastards.
Well, considering you spoke about a couple of hours ago.
Oh God, it's fine. They won't wither and die away. I'm very sure, darling. I'm so sure. I gotta say, you're being extraordinarily quiet, Misty.
It's not usual. Hang on, how can I get screamed at non-stop? But mum's feeding you. Alright, you just get intermittent. I'll see how it goes. You sexist.
Come on in.
I'll go in there for a second.
Okay. Yeah. Enjoy your food. La la la.
Less. So we've got a way to save money on cat food. I just ask you to feed them. We forget by hours and we've got to feed them once twice a day. I like it. So it's really good, John. It's absent-minded. I like it. It's very good. It's consistent. Very good. I said, once you save money on cat food, all I've got to do is ask you to feed them. You forget by 2 hours and we feed them once less a day. We'll just save a bit of money. We generate that extra half pouch out in air. Hello, Matrix. Hello. Sorry, brother. I had to go to the toilet. Had to go to the loo. How are you doing, brother? I've been discussing WoW as well, my man. And some of the channel future. And what I potentially can do in the next... I meant to tell you as well, Matrix, just so you know, brother, if you are still there. Are you still there? It's about to be AFK. Might have Vamonosed. You there? Yeah, so what plan for channel is, brother, just so you know, is I've got until probably the end of June next year. And that's where I'll have to, if I haven't got enough money coming in, say like 500 to like 800 a month, I'll have to get a part-time job and stop the streams. Now, if we can get that money coming in between now and then I won't have to get a part-time job and I can continue doing full-time streaming, full-time content creation. And I can still stream twice every week. What the fuck? Look at that thing run. So that's the time limit we've got. So we've got rest of this month, and then like 6 months of next year. Where if we can try and get the channel off the ground. And then if I can, obviously get enough money coming back in, I can return to World of Warcraft for you guys. I'm going to do vanilla and retail. I'm only going to have one character on vanilla, but I'm going to have like 5 or 6 on retail for DPS and raid leading. And then I'll raid lead us to victory. Hello, brother. But yeah, so the shorts aren't doing bad. Shorts are doing really good for our channel in terms of views. We're just not getting much in the way of subscribers yet. So I don't know what it is. Maybe subscriber to viewer ratio on shorts is maybe quite bad or something. I'm not sure. But if we can increase it, that will definitely help matters. And then we've also got, have you heard of YouTube Hype?
No.
So it's a new program that's starting this year, along with dubbing. And basically, dubbing is going to allow videos to be auto-dubbed in foreign languages. So you can then basically hit a bigger audience when none watch your videos. And in terms of hype, you'll get 3 hypes every week. You can use hype on a video that's no more than 7 days old, or a short that's 7 days old. If you can use your hypes on the channel, it'll put my channel on the main page of YouTube alongside the trending page. And there's going to be a separate leaderboard for it. And the hype is only for smaller channels. It's channels that are 500,000 to 500 subscribers. So they've got to be
Did you say that it's gonna come out?
This year, sometime this year. But if you see it, do you know what? When you like a video, there'll be another button at the side of it called hype, and you get 3 hypes every week. So you can hype a video if you really like it, or a short, and if you hype it, then it helps me out because it'll put my videos onto this leaderboard. The more hypes we get, the more it promotes my channel. And the idea is to bring discovery to smaller channels. So it's only for channels under 500,000 subscribers. Well, 500,000 and under.
Well, hopefully that can get you going.
Well, that's one thing that's definitely going to help. It'll definitely help to some degree. I just don't know what degree. But at least it's coming through at a time when we need it most. Because, as I said, this year's going to be some very, very sketch. Because we haven't really got a full year. We've got 11 months from October the 1st tops. But because I don't want to leave Ella truck and everything, if it comes to the end of June and I'm not earning enough money from YouTube, I'm going to have to get a part-time job and stop the streams until I can start earning the money I need to from YouTube. And I'll just get like a local job, something. I'm not, going to go over the top and out my fucking way with it, but we'll have to see. But hopefully, brother, hopefully we can get there. If everyone supports and chips in where they can, because these hype things don't cost you anything, they're free. You just get 3 every week. So if you use all 3 every week on my channel, it'll promote my channel. If I can get all the subscribers that are active to do the same thing, my channel could pop off. Only to pop off once, and that's it, we've made it. We just need to get into the spotlight so our content can be seen. Because the problem is...
Have you had any more like videos that's popped off like the Outlaws Trail video did?
No, nothing like that. Nothing to that extent. These shorts are doing okay, but the shorts are doing okay across all the shorts rather than just like one. So like one of my shorts is above 500 views. Yeah, but enough now, laters. Have a good one, Shrif.
Bye.
Mine are doing well as a whole, the shorts, for my channel, for what I normally get. But obviously the problem is we're making money on shorts is the ad revenue is like 1/10 what you make on a video. So you need a lot of views on shorts to make money. If you can get a lot of views, like tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, you can probably make some okay money from shorts. But you need that every single month. If you're just getting in the hundreds or the single figure thousands, you're not going to make a lot of money. So shorts are good for getting views, but you need a lot of them to make money. Otherwise, they're not really worth very much.
Bro, I got fucking robbed today.
What, in game?
Yeah.
What happened?
Some fucking douchebag don't want. He doesn't want to give that shit back that I fucking paid for. He doesn't want to give that shit back to me.
What do you mean?
I paid some stuff for real money for a server in 5M.
Real money?
Yeah.
Why?
When I left it, he literally told me, whenever you fucking decide to leave the server, I'll give you those 2 buildings back. Did you do it? No.
What 2 build? What you're on about here?
So it's called MLO. So basically, it's like there's some guy that making like buildings. Let's say police building.
What
car
is?
dealership.
What game is this on?
Yes, I told you 5M.
Is that GTA?
Uh-huh.
So why would you buy a building in GTA? Just play the game.
Because it looked fucking badass, and I wanted it for the server. Because I liked the server at that time.
All right.
But now,
And what he's done is he's not give you the money for the buildings.
it's not the money. The money I don't fucking care, but I want the building back to me. But he doesn't want to give it back to me because he said I did some modifications to it. So technically it's still mine. Bro, you didn't fucking buy it. You haven't bought shit.
Well,
You're telling everyone else to fucking buy things for you.
If you've bought it, haven't you got some rights, some purchaser's rights? Otherwise, can't you report the guy?
I mean, the problem is I don't know who I'm supposed to, because I had transferred over the buildings to his account. So now it's on his account.
But when you gave him the money, what system did you use to give him the money?
I didn't give him any money. I bought it from my own money.
Yeah, but you've given him money then. Otherwise, how did you pay for them?
I paid it from my own money.
Yeah, but that's what I mean.
I bought the building, and the only thing he received was the building that I transferred to him. That was the only thing he got from me. The only thing he has done is like do some small things to the building.
But you said you paid IRL money, right?
Yes.
So you paid IRL money. Did you give that to him or somebody else?
No, I didn't give. I only gave the money to the guy who made the building. He released it for everyone to buy.
So then, when this guy, when you gave him the building and I'm guessing he gave you money, is that in-game money?
No.
No?
I didn't get anything from the only thing that is like a police building, because I had a job in the police department, so that's the only reason why I bought it in the first place.
Well,
to have something unique for this server.
Isn't there a 5M server? Can't you contact a moderator of the server?
They can't really do anything because no one can go above the owner of that server.
So who's the owner?
That guy who got the building.
Well then, yeah, you kind of put yourself there. Why would you give him the buildings?
Because I knew the guy. They have been technically friends for some time now. He's from America, and me and some other guy that I know in real life has been pals with this guy for a few years now.
I told you before, Matrix, when it's online, if it's not me or Jamie, you can't trust them. You need to get Spec's approval first, brother. We'll stand by you, others probably won't. Don't let these bastards take advantage of you.
He didn't take advantage for anything. He didn't tell me to buy it.
Well, no, but he's took it off you. That's what I mean by take advantage. He's robbed your shit.
I mean, the only thing he has to do, he only said I do some modification to the building. And I can tell you this, there is literally nothing that is modified in that building. The only thing he has done is like changed like lock doors. He has done some
even if there were mods, end of the day, you've paid for it. It's yours. It's irrelevant. If you've paid cold hard cash for that, then they're yours.
Do you know how much I paid for that building?
Please tell me it weren't a lot.
90 euros.
What? For a building in a game? Fucking hell, Matrix.
And I paid another building like 400 euro, not like 40 euros.
You could have fucking give me that! Fucking wasted it on a fucking building in GTA! Fucking Christ! Jesus, brother. You need to be more careful with your money. Fucking hell.
He's literally fucking trying to get me back to his server because he know he has fucked up that, because he know he can't fucking keep those two buildings even if he has done some small modification to it. He knows he can't fucking keep it, but he sent me a screenshot that is like I can't transfer it because asset can't be transferred. It says literally there, asset can't be transferred on his print screen. But the problem is, I don't think that is the right one. Because there's only says download and asset can't be transferred. That print screen doesn't show anything that is my building.
Or maybe he's just a lying bastard.
Yeah, I think he's lying. I know he's lying. I've been trying to fire this owner to ban a guy from the from his server, but nope. The only thing he care about is these two fucking morons that is on his server. That I can't fucking stand whatsoever.
And my advice is
Really?
don't be on that server.
I left like 2 days ago because I can't fucking stand these morons anymore. Because they're so fucking dog shit in RP. They can't RP for shit. They're a fucking lying sack of shit as well.
I don't know why you fucking RP at all. You'd never get me on a fucking RP server. Fuck me.
Because it's fun. I like it. But the problem is there's a few servers that can. Those people in his server, there's a few people that can RP, but most of the people that are in his server can't RP for shit.
No, I wouldn't be RPing. I'm in a game just to play the game and enjoy it, not like I'm actually act like I'm part of the fucking world. that to me is just fucking weird. That's why I've never been on an RP server on World of Warcraft, because I won't. Because I know shit gets fucking weird.
Me and my weird friend tried out Overwatch Quidditch today.
You tried out what?
Harry Potter Quidditch.
Oh, is that already out? What's it like? Is it any good?
It's fucking hard.
Hard?
It's really fucking hard.
Really?
Everyone is so fucking. I don't know how to tell you. I don't know how to fucking tell you that, but everyone is so fucking insanely fucking OP in that game.
Are these like other players or are these AI?
You can play against real players or AIs.
But I mean, what were you playing against? What was hard? Was it players or AI?
Real players.
Oh, that's probably why then. What's it going to be? Play against AI, you might find it a bit easier.
I mean, we face both Draco Malfoy, Ginny Weasley. You can literally fucking buy Ginny's like a skin for Ginny. That you can be literally Ginny Weasley if you want to.
Of course they're going to. How are they going to fund it otherwise?
Shit on another ways to fund that shit.
Yeah, I don't think so. Although you do get games that tank though, like fucking Concord.
You can buy the skin for Draco Malfoy if you want to.
Who the fuck would want to be Draco?
No fucking Harry Potter though.
Yet.
Or
Either that or you've got to win him through the campaign.
you can't be Ron either. I think you can be his brother though.
Well, again, yet. Guarantee you, if they're doing Quidditch, they'll both be available at some point. Even if you've got to pay a lot for them.
Yeah, but overall the Quidditch is pretty fun. Pretty fun. should fucking try to be You should fucking try to be a Seeker with really fucking other players. Holy fucking shit! That
Well, you've got to
is
chase a
fucking-
tiny ass golden ball. I bet you need fucking eyeballs or an eagle to steal the bastard thing.
No, it's not that fucking problem because I was the Seeker on my last match, and literally I had 2 fucking players that had that was on me all the fucking time. They had those are called the beaters. You know the beaters, right?
Well, the beaters are supposed to be defending the goal or harassing the other ball players, where the seeker's
but
chasing the golden snitch.
Yeah, but they were only facing me.
Well, they're not playing beaters right.
They didn't give 2 flying fucks. They were all on me.
No, but then if they're on you, the rest of your team should be scoring.
You would fucking assume so, but nope. I had the 2 fucking beaters on me. The opposing team's Seeker, he didn't have any fucking beaters on him.
Well, yeah, but that means your team's playing the game correctly. They're not supposed to be on the seeker. You can't guard him against something you can't even see. Only the seekers can see that pissing ball. That don't make any sense.
Yeah, well, I had 2 fucking beaters on me all the fucking time, so I had to fucking drift my whole fucking way to find the seeker or the fucking small tiny ass ball.
The golden snitch.
Yes, I had to do some fucking 360 ass drifters.
Fucking Christ. Do me a favour, actually, while I've got one thingy. Have a quick pop onto Echo's YouTube channel. Let me know if they've killed that fucking princess fucker yet.
I can go into the radio profile. Much easier.
Check it on the live thing. It's better. The live feed's faster updated.
It says Echo is still 5 of 8 by the YouTube as well.
They might have updated on there though yet. That's what I'm saying. Maybe I could be behind. Because I don't know if you know this, there's some people from Radio IO in all the chats, and they're auto-updating the list as they get percentage lower. Race to World First is really big for them.
Fucking ads, I hate ads.
Unfortunately, brother, they make me money. That's what I need to use them for. I can't make money, then this ain't gonna happen.
Fucking hate ads.
And I can't expect everyone to become a member because obviously times are hard where ads are free, they don't cost them anything. You just watch it for 30 seconds and you're good. I think it's 30 seconds, whatever it is, or 15 seconds.
Yeah, they're still on Nexus.
They're still on it. What percentage are they at? Has it changed from 8%?
3% for them now.
Oh! Have Liquid killed it? Or are they still on it?
They're still on it.
They're still on it as well. How many polls Liquid on?
272.
Fucking hell, Stig.
And Echo,
It's
Echo
good. It's
has
good.
221.
So it could be a 300 poll boss for Liquid. Jesus Christ, that boss is a monster.
Method is on them as well.
Oh, Method is, yes, so is that Chinese guild. Chinese guild right behind them, they're actually getting a good go.
Who the fuck is Deadbox? I've never heard of them.
Who?
some guild called Deadbox.
Oh, it's a Chinese guild. Another Chinese guild. There's 4 Chinese guilds in the top 10 or top 15, and it's because of that Chinese billionaire. He said he's going to give $150 million to the first Chinese guild that can win a race to world first. So they're all trying to get the race to world first because if they can win it, they're literally millionaires. They get 5 million apiece. So they're all trying to race for it, and then he said to them, if they don't get race to world first, he'll increase the size of the pot by 7% every raid tier until the Chinese guild wins it. So obviously the guy who's doing it's got a fuckload of money.
That's gonna take some time for a Chinese guild to win, to be honest.
The best chance I think they've got, and this is not confirmed. Hi Jamie, but if they bring World of Warcraft 2 Game Pass Apparently they're also going to do a global release because Microsoft's told them they've got to. So if they do a global release, then the Chinese have a very good chance. Because if the Americans aren't getting a 16-hour head start, which is even bigger against the Chinese, then the Chinese do have a chance of winning. Because the Chinese have got some very good players. One of the guilds tried to recruit Faker.
Who?
You know the guy from League of Legends, Faker?
I don't do the League of Legends, so I don't know.
Well, he's like their multiple world champion. His micro movements are fucking insane. So playing something like World of Warcraft for him would probably be child's play. So he's a guy they've approached, but I don't think he said yes. Because at the moment it's conflicting with Worlds, which is like their main championship for League of Legends. I'm getting sent home early from work because of my foot, so time to limp home. Oh, bless you. Hiya, Brett. How you doing, brother?
I remember fucking the Nexus on the road. What a fucking shit show that was.
We've been discussing things, me man. I've been telling Matrix and others about it. So if you want to know our overall thing, what I've come up with, I've got basically until the end of June next year. If we're still making little to no money by then, I'll have to get a part-time job and stop the streams. If I can get, say, 500 to 800 a month coming in, I can do it. I can then continue doing it full time. And then I've just got to build it to where I can take over the bills from Ella, and then Ella can figure out what she wants to do.
It's fucking impressive to have a fucking demon out in the top 3 in the damage meter.
Hey, if he's good enough at playing it, dude, don't make a difference. Don't let anyone tell you because the class has been nerfed that it's bad. If you can play it well and you can hit that fucking the rotation correctly, you'll still pop off.
Yeah, well, it's I tried to do a fucking Narcotic Wake 5 just today. It was a fucking shit show.
It's because it's a dungeon and not a raid.
Yeah, no, but still.
Not too bad, just been watching boxing highlights. Yes, the Anthony Joshua and the Daniel Dubois. I kind of knew it was going to go the way that it went, I'll be honest. Because I was like, yeah, I don't think he's going to beat him. That kid's got fucking firepower.
He wiped on 23%.
But yeah, that's where we stand at present. Is end of June is our first one. If we don't make enough money, like again, it ain't gonna be full time money, about 500 to 800 I need a month, so I can cover some of my bills and be making making some money on my account rather than making none. And then from there we can try and grow it forward. If I can't be making that, then I've got to get a part-time job and see where it goes. If I'm making, say, a bit of money by June, let's say I'm making out of 200, 250, for example, right? That won't be enough, but I'm willing to then leave it and try it until September to see if we can grow it a bit further. But that's the latest I can leave it. I can't leave it any later than September next year. So if it comes down to that, I'll then have to cancel all the streams and just focus on making the videos and the shorts for YouTube, and let basically the channel grow from there. And then when I'm making enough money, I can return to doing it and doing the streams every week. And I might even do, when I'm back to doing World of Warcraft, I might even do 3 streams a week rather than just 2. We'll see. But I might need the time still to do the videos and the shorts and stuff.
Hey, what do you think of the raid?
The first 4 bosses were a joke. I was like, they got one shot. Like, what the fuck is this shit? And then they hit the worm, and the raid became good. Because you've got to have at least 4 or 5 bosses that are 100 pulls or more. Otherwise, you won't slow down the Americans in time. The Americans have got too big a head start. So you need a couple of 100 pull bosses, and then you need the last 2 bosses to be like probably 400, 500 pulls apiece. Now Silicon Court's probably going to be like 700 pulls, Max has said. So that's going to be a fucking right tough boss. AJ hasn't been the same since lost Andy Ruiz. It's sad to see, but still I have massive respect for him. I have respect for him, and he was professional when he lost. He gave full credit to Daniel Dubois. Daniel Dubois is going to go on to be, I think, an all-time great champion. And I think Daniel Dubois could... even try and beat Joe Lewis's record of consecutive title defences. And I'll be honest with you, Brett, I'd like your opinion on it, but my opinion is Daniel Dubois is the only one who legitimately beat Oleksandr Usyk. Oleksandr Usyk didn't beat Daniel Dubois. That Polish ref gave him too much time because he thought he got hit in balls and he didn't. It was a legal punch. If I was Daniel Dubois and his team, I would have contacted the Boxing Federation and said, can we get this reverted to a no contest and have a rematch? Because clearly that was a legal punch. So it should either be a no contest or Daniel should be awarded the win. And Oleksandr Usyk should have been given the loss. He shouldn't have been undefeated after that. Daniel beat him fair and square. Daniel got fucked in that fight. When Daniel got knocked down as well, he weren't really knocked down, he weren't hurt, he took a knee. Because he got disheartened. Because he thought, right, well, I can't win this fight, I'm not going to get good calls from the ref. Because Polish are very, very close in relations with Ukraine, and are currently getting a lot of sympathy because of what's happening in Ukraine against Russia. And it were bullshit. It were complete bullshit. And that shouldn't have been a Polish ref. That ref should have been from somewhere else. It should have been from somewhere like America or somewhere in Western Europe, like Spain or something like that. It shouldn't have been a ref from Poland. That were complete crap. That's the only match, in my opinion, that Usyk's lost. Usyk didn't win that fight. Daniel Dubois won that fight. He said, oh, if it had started counting, I would have gotten up. Yeah, not if you fucking injured you that badly that you were on the floor and you couldn't get up for 10 seconds. That kid hits hard. As evidenced by knocking AJ down once in every single round. 5 rounds and 5 knockdowns. After knockdown at first round, I'm like, yeah, AJ's done for. He just took a hard right hand from Daniel flush. It's like, yeah, he ain't winning this fucking fight. Don't know where his defensive skills went to. Not a clue. But he weren't winning that fight. Not a chance. Whenever somebody gets knocked down in first round, you always think, shit. Shit. This could go badly.
Shit. I think your cat needs attention.
Why?
You can hear her meowing.
I don't think you can.
I heard a meow.
No, there's no meows. Ella's just fed him, so they won't be meowing.
I heard some meowing.
She's asleep in a bed matrix. And other fat fucks on the floor there, with paws up in air, thinking, what have I done? Look at this. This is contemplating life.
That is a fat boy.
Fat boy.
That's not contemplation. That's
It's a
contemplated,
fat.
and now he's
He's
sat
no one likes Bilbo Baggins. Poor Bilbo Baggins. He doesn't get any attention.
That's no dream as well. Don't start, please. I know you don't, but just give me a break.
What do you mean give you a break?
I've heard it all week.
I want a break.
I'm disheartened enough.
Why is this disheartening you?
Because it makes me feel sorry for you, you goon.
Yeah, but how's that disheartening?
Did you call her goon?
Yes, a goon. I called her a goon, yes.
Why?
He's called me worse.
I've called her worse, to be fair, and she deserves it.
Hopefully you're talking to the cat, not Ella.
No, I'm talking to Ella.
Okay.
How can I talk to the cat? The cat don't understand fucking English.
I mean, you're talking to her sometimes. I called my fucking cat for some weird ass shit.
No, I'm talking to Ella. It's because she... Example is, I mentioned this earlier on, I don't think you and Brett were here then, is Ella's been saying to me a few times this week she doesn't want to go back to work. Which I understand. Obviously she can't not go back to work because she's the only one bringing in money. She's paying all the bills, well, paid all the bills apart from my personal bills. And a little bit of the excess bills. But she's paying the bulk of the bills. Now, obviously on Tuesday she'll have had 16 days off work. Because she's had 2 weeks off. And when you have that long off work, you're going to want to stay off work to enjoy your time off. And I understand it completely, and I want her to have that, I do. But at the moment, my YouTube's not bringing in anywhere near that kind of money where I can support it. Hopefully, before this time next year, hopefully it will. Hopefully before the end of June. And then if it can, she can come out of work. I'll take care of all the bills. And then she can have time off and do whatever she wants. And that's why she's buying me time right now. But either way, even if say, I'm not earning the money I need to by end of June, she'd still need to be in work, so I'd have to work part-time. So she'd still be in work regardless.
Yep.
There's no way I can get her out of it presently without, like, some miracle fucking money coming our way or winning the goddamn lottery or something. That's why I'm hoping this program, this hype program from YouTube, will really help get the channel noticed. Because there's that one, and there's a dubbing thing, auto-dubbing. So it'll dub your videos for foreign languages. So then people who wouldn't normally watch your content can watch it and understand it. Because it'll be dubbed in their language. And then there's something else coming out of Matrix called Jewels, which is another way to earn money for creators. You buy these gifts, you can give them to the creator and they're worth money. And basically I think I get 70% and YouTube take 30%, which is the same as memberships. Which is a fuckload better than Twitch. Weird thing is, people say they can make more money on Twitch streaming. And I'm like, no you can't. No you can't. You might make more from the ads on Twitch, but that's because you can't skip them and they're fucking oppressive as shit. But the memberships on YouTube are worth way more than they are on Twitch. Because you get 70%. On Twitch you only get 50%. Twitch take half your subscription money.
Yeah.
So you don't make more money on Twitch. It's a falsehood. The only way you make more money on Twitch is if you're earning more than 100,000 a year, and then Twitch will give you the 70% ratio, the 70-30. But if you're earning 100 grand a year, you don't need fucking 70-30. You're already fucking minted. 100 grand a year? Fucking Christ, making some right fucking money.
Oh, my guild is struggling on Silken Court. How unlucky.
And that's because Silken Court's probably one of the hardest bosses ever made. Not just in that raid, ever made.
I mean, I killed that in a real few attempts.
Yeah, but you ain't killed it in Mythic.
No, they are fucking doing it on heroic. My god.
Heroic is probably still hard, just not like Mythic. That fight on Mythic, even Max and Scriper both said that could be the hardest second to last boss of all time. Up until this moment, up until new raids come out. But if that's going to be the hardest second to last boss of all time, I guarantee there's going to be guilds out there that are going to have that as their guild breaker wall, or it's going to take a couple of thousand attempts, if not more. Unless Blizzard heavily nerf it. Now they might nerf it to a degree, but I don't think they'll nerf it that heavily that then it can just get walked over by every single guild.
Yeah.
Maybe they might do in heroic.
I remember the fucking Tindrol.
What? Yeah, and they've already said this is going to be harder than Tindril. So that tells you how hard that boss is going to be.
Yeah.
That is going to be an absolute... bear in mind as well, if you die on that fight, you can't be revived.
Yeah.
You're dead for the entire fight. So, when you start that boss encounter, you can't die. If you die, all resurrections are useless. The only one that I think works is... what's the passive one now, Matrix, for Death Knights? You know what I mean? You know, Death Knight dies and it brings itself back to life.
Yeah, I know about it.
Is it like Purgation's Atrocity or some shit?
I can log into my DK. See what's called again.
It's a talent or a skill, I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure it's passive. But it's only for blood DKs.
Yeah, I know. I'll pop into my DK, see what's up. I think that shit is passive that I do know. I don't know which passive it was.
Or is it part of the base kit of a Blood DK?
It's not that one. Not that. Strike down. Why is that wood? No. It's called like a decay or something.
No, it's something like Purgation's Atrocity or something like that, I think. Something like that. If it's not part of your passive base kit, then it's got to be a skill that you take on the Blood DK tanking tree. It's not fought on Holy and Frost. It's only for Blood.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me see if I'm expecting. That's why I didn't fucking find it. I'm
If you're-
expecting to fucking.
Yeah, if you're
boss.
wrong spec, you won't find it. No.
Alright, let's see here. This one here I've seen before. There must be here on the blood one. Horse strike, no. 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 First blood, no. Embrace you, this just increase your maximum health. Bone collector. Bone collector. Improved hard strike, nope. Improved vampiric blood, nope.
Is it part of the base kit of a Blood DK?
I'm trying to see. Check all the blood talents. What generates 2 additional units? No. Oopsie daisy. Oops. Alright. Each on a heap of double increase the damage. No, it's not that. Crimson Shot.
It's only going to be a single skill because you can't upgrade it. Obviously, you just get it in case you die.
Yeah.
Well, or should I say die again, since Death Knight's technically already dead anyway. But basically,
I don't know if they have it anymore. Because
they do because they've been using it on the worm fight before they moved on to Princess. It might be part of their base skills matrix, not on the skill tree. It might be a base skill itself in your skill book and abilities. Have a look on there.
Yeah, I'm gonna check the rest of the blood.
I think they just get it as standard for being a Blood DK. It's the reason one of the tankiest tanks in the game.
Yeah, I mean, they're not even top 3 in Mythic Plus even.
Yeah, that's Mythic Plus, dude. I don't care about the small mini game. I care about the raid game. Raid bosses hit leagues harder than any Mythic Plus boss. That's why Mythic Plus only requires 5 people. Nobody cares about Mythic Plus. I care about raiding. Mythic Plus doesn't exist to me. I might do Mythic 0 and that's it. And that's just to fill out the vault. I don't care about Mythic Plus at all. It's complete garbage. Take that shit, throw it away.
Wasn't that Tombstone?
It was like Purgation's Atrocity or something like that, I think it's called.
Up to 5 bones, yeah.
I'll see if I can find it on here.
No, it's not that one. It's not.
Something like that, is it?
Here we are. Purgatory.
Purgatory, thank you, that one. Purgatory.
An unholy perk that prevents fatal damage instead of absorbing incoming healing equal to the damage prevented lasting 3 seconds. If any healing absorbing remains when this effect expires, you will die. This effect may only occur every 4 minutes.
So basically, any abilities like that are built as part of a class's base kit, they're the only way you can come back. Or if you have an item, do you know, like that trinket I had in Nathria, where it could pop the Phoenix? If you have something like that, that is also a way you can revive. But as for revival abilities, none of them work. You can't battle res, you can't use the Ancestral Protection Totem of the Shamans. The only thing that might work of the Shams, I think, is Onk. Because again, Onk can be used.
They had some similar trinket in I think it was in Shadowlands as well. It was not season 1. I think it was when those fucking mega dungeons went out.
Well, in season 1 they did have it, because they had it from Nathria.
Yeah, I know. It was one other when I think it was like season 3 or 4 in Shadowlands when there like a mega dungeon came out. Yeah. Let me check which fucking. Matrix sticky because I had that trinket on that one.
But basically what I'm saying is, anyway, if you're on Silken Court and you die, hiya Kyle, if you're on Silken Court and you die, you need to have one of those abilities or one of those items, otherwise you can't be revived. So that is the only way you can be revived. If you die on Silken Court to the orb mechanic, you can't be revived. So you're just dead the rest of the fight. So basically, if they need all 20 players to kill you like they do the princess for the DPS check before the boss is in rage, then you'll have to basically wipe the entire raid and then start again if anyone dies. So if people die in like the first minute of that fight, you're going to be constantly restarting the fight so you can keep everyone alive. Everyone's got to stay alive or you won't kill the boss. And you can't be revived if you die during that boss encounter. So you're uber boomed.
Probably was no.
Oh, look at that armor, Kyle.
Must be fucking Shadowlands. Must be Shadowlands.
Well, the trinket that I got was from what's his name, Keleth the Sunstrider.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I need to fucking try to remember. There was because it was a trinket in. It must be season 4 because that was the only time I played my DK. They had some similarity on that trinket in season 4 as well. I can't really. I thought it was from Gambit. It was 3. I think it was Gambit.
I know you left us earlier on, Kyle. I can't remember which part you heard last when you left. Because I can't remember if I was telling you about. Was I telling you about
that is
the money limit?
Codex of the first technique. What's it called?
The first technique? It sounds stupid. It's like a fucking martial art move.
Damage grant you a chance to unleash the first technique for 12 seconds, reflecting 10% of incoming damage up to maximum blah 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 versatility damage absorbed per blow. That was a trinket to fucking have for every fucking almost every fucking tank in the game.
The money limit, right? So what I telling Matrix and Brett were is basically I've got until the end of June basically for my money to basically last as like a hard like a soft cap. So if my money stays the same as it is now, which is basically nothing, like coming in from YouTube, then I'll have to get a part-time job at the end of June. If I bring in some money, say like 250, 300, it's not enough to continue on. But if it builds up to September, then I can run it until September. And that's the latest I'm willing to leave it before I get a part-time job. If I can bring in 500 to 800 before September the 1st, then I can continue doing this like full-time with the part-time money that's coming in. Because it'd be the same as me getting a part-time job. I wouldn't earn much more than that if I got a part-time job. So then it would at least cover... Ella can have back some of her money, and then I've got some money coming in so I can then have my money start to go back up gradually, rather than start to, you know, keep declining all the time. And we can look at basically going forward from there. But we've basically got until end of June on the early side, start of September on the late side. So we've got to hope that the channel starts to perform between now and then. Otherwise I'll have to cancel all streams and just focus on making the videos and the shorts if I can't bring in the money I need. So if we can get enough for a community coming in and get it going, that's what I can look at. Also, Kyle, the hype. There's a hype feature coming to YouTube. I think I mentioned it on Discord the other day. You get 3 hypes a week. It'll be like a like, but it'll be like a super like essentially. You can only super hype 3 things a week, and it's got to be a 7-day old within 7 days of it being made public, video or a short. And it's for channels between 500 subscribers to 500,000 subscribers. So if I can get all you guys to use them all on my channel, I can get put on the main page of YouTube at the side of the trending tab, and it's going to be the hype page to basically highlight small channels, and basically that could draw a lot of attention to the channel. So like if Matrix uses his, you use yours, Brett uses his, Shrafe uses his, Ella uses hers, basically as many as I can get to use your hype, and if you all put your hypes on like the same video or different videos or whatever, that can help catapult the channel forward and potentially could be really big for the channel. And then I'm also getting auto dubbing, which will allow people in other languages to basically see my videos and be able to understand my content because it'll be dubbed in their language. So hopefully that could help.
Mirrors got fucking annihilated.
Who?
Mirrors.
Oh, the tank. Well, I hope they're not still using that stupid 1 tank strat, because basically he's got to die 3 times in a fight. And they revive him every single time.
Yeah, I think they are using 1 tank strat.
Yeah, they combat res him twice, and then what they do is they get his shaman to sacrifice themselves, they onk and come back, and then they use the ancestral protection totem, and that revives him for a 3rd time. It's fucking stupid. They should go back to 2 tanks. They should have 2 tanks and 3 healers, and that should be enough DPS to kill that fight. If they can't kill that with 15 fucking DPS, they're doing something fucking wrong. Or the boss just is out geared, basically, in which case they need to wait until next week.
I mean, I think people are still kind of ungeared for Mythic at this time. I don't think 3 healers is, especially for Mythic.
They were 3 healing it the other day, Matrix.
I'm just saying.
They've only gone to 4 healers now because they've got 1 tank.
Yeah.
So if they have 2 tanks, they don't need that extra healer. Or they could have, if they want to, 2 tanks and 4 healers. You've still got 14 DPS. But 14 DPS might not be enough to kill it in 6 minutes. But if they can all stay alive, they probably can. So if they can do all the mechanics and nobody died to the mechanics, they probably can put out enough DPS to kill it.
No.
Very weird.
I don't know. This is stupid.
But what I think I'm doing is, I think I'm going to call it here today, my people. I'm going to call it a little bit early. I'm going to bring my video forward that I've delayed, because it was going to go up at 7. I'm going to put it up at probably 8 o'clock. And then I'll catch you guys on Friday for some Lethal Company. And we'll see, as we come towards the end of September, where the channel goes in October. Which need to try and get in some more subscribers. And although we're getting more views from the shorts, I need to get in a lot more views. Not a few more views, I need to get in a lot more. Like thousands, tens of thousands. If we're going to make the kind of money we need to. So, we shall have to see. But, I'm going to love you and leave you people. Take care of yourselves, Brett and Kyle, and whoever else is still in chat. And for you, Matrix, as well, my brother. You take care of yourself. And I shall speak to you, hopefully, very, very soon, my brother. Hopefully, I'm able to join you back on Azeroth. if everything goes to
At
plan.
some point.
Hopefully. Well, the sooner the channel takes off, brother, the sooner I can join you in Azeroth. Simple as that.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fucking pain in the ass to fucking go back to fucking class and level up a new character.
What do you mean? What's sorry?
It's gonna be a pain in the ass to level up a classic character.
Well, I'll be doing retail as well.
Hmm.
As long as you're on Ravencrest, obviously.
Obviously, I'm always here for you, bud. I'm always saying Ravencrest.
But I'll be on Ravencrest, yeah, and then on Classic Vanilla, I'll be doing Classic Vanilla because people like Brett want to play it as well. But I'll only be making one character myself. I'll be making one.
I haven't really fully tried the classic, so...
If you need to before you decide, take a look on the Discord at the classic specs we accept. Because this are you on stream still?
Yeah.
Right, have a look at these. These highlighted here for you all. They're the only specs you can be in Classic that will work.
I've seen it.
The rest of specs won't work. Because that's how Classic was. Classic was very, very precise.
Suck. Priest, I'm not even gonna try. Rogues can fucking suck a small doodoo. Warlock, maybe.
Warlock, what I'm playing. I've been playing a Warlock, I'm playing Destruction.
I don't know about Warlocks. I can try Warrior, because that has some similarity to... are you allowing on Warriors or no? Oh, there you are.
All Warriors at top, yeah.
Yeah.
You can play every class.
Warrior has some similarity to Paladins, so...
You can play every class. Every class has
Yeah,
one
I know.
spec, but some only have one spec. Like
Yeah.
Paladins only got Holy, Rogues only got Combat.
I'm gonna try out a fucking Warrior. They have some similarity for Paladins, so...
Doesn't mean? But basically,
Almost some place.
they're the
almost
specs.
same place,
They're the specs that work for PVE. If you're not playing those specs, you either have to respec or we can't take you. They're the specs that you have to play, and it's purely because that's how retail was. Retail only had one set of tier gear, only for certain
Classic.
classes.
Or-
What for Classic? Sorry, well, it was retail at the time, but Classic only has one set of gear for each spec. For Warriors, it's tanking. So you won't be taking tanking gear, you'll be taking offset plate pieces. Mage obviously DPS. Priest was holy or disc, so you were healing. Rogues obviously DPS, Warlocks DPS, Hunters DPS. Paladin was holy. So you weren't playing Wreck because Wreck did fuck all damage. And prop Paladins can't tank 'cause they've got no taunt. So they're completely useless. Druids, you couldn't tank as Guardian because again they had no tier gear. So most of the gear were garbage. Munkins were completely useless, so the only thing you could use was Feral, but Feral had to take off-piece leather items, so they weren't linked to like the Rogue. So any like purple items that were leather that had agility on them.
So I have one question though, Spec.
Yo,
When we go to Classic, are you gonna play the rare Classic, or are you like going to like the what's it called, the Wrath of the Lich King Classic, or you're just going for the Vanilla Classic?
we're going to Vanilla. You can't play Wrath of the Lich King, don't forget. It doesn't exist.
So
They-
it
they-
doesn't exist anymore.
They've moved on to Cataclysm.
Oh yeah. Got it.
So they made Burning Crusade. You could then go from Burning Crusade to Lich King, and then Lich King to Cataclysm. You can't go back to Lich King. I wish they left Lich King, but they made it so you can't do that.
I thought it was still on Wrath of the Lich King.
I wish it was, but apparently it's not, so we can't play it. Otherwise, I would happily make a Burning Crusade character and Wrath of the Lich King character. But because they fucked it up...
I was looking forward to Wrath of the Lich King, to be honest.
Well, if they'd have left Burning Crusade and Wrath of the Lich King, on those you could play any spec you want. Because they all had their own tier gear. But in Vanilla Classic, it's very specific. So you can't play every spec 'cause they don't work. So you play those specs, or you respec, or you don't play. Basically it.
We can talk about it at later points.
Yeah, you can talk to me. Anytime you want to talk about it, just let me know and I'll talk to you about it on Discord. I'll jump on with you.
It's fine. We'll talk about it later. It's nothing major.
Obviously, the idea is to make sure you pick it before you pick your character, though.
Yeah, obviously. I was just thinking if I'm gonna pick like warrior, I don't know if there was like if Fury was the better choice or Arms was
Either
the better
one.
choice.
Either one. Because Fury is more constant DPS, where your Arms is more big crits. But Arms also has really strong bleeds, because you can make a really decent bleed spec. So it depends on if you want one two-hander or you want to dual wield. Personally, if it was me, I would go Arms, because I know Arms better. And Arms works in both PvE and PvP, where Fury is just a PvE.
I can't give two fucks about the fucking PvP, to be honest.
Well, we're not going to be doing PvP, that's not a thing, it's not
I
really.
fucking hate PvP.
Apparently there's a spec of mage that plays very similar to the Witcher, Combat Orb. Combat Orb and Dragger, they call it. I don't know, but honestly, with you, Carl, because I didn't play mage. All I know is with mage, you can take whatever tier gear you want, and you can use all three specs of mage. So you can play Fire, Arcane, or Frost. Frost was generally more for PvP, because of the slowdowns. So usually for PvE, you'd go Fire or Arcane. But you can use any of the three. As for Rogue, obviously only combat works. And what about Dragon Age Mage, not WoW? Oh, I don't care about Dragon Age Mage, I don't know.
Did those DK, they came out in Wrath of the Lich King, or when the fuck did they came out?
What was that, sorry?
DK, when did they come out?
In Wrath of the Lich King.
Okay. Alright.
They don't exist. And then the only thing they did in Burning Crusade was they made Paladins and Shamans available to both sides. Which is why I put Paladin in there, because I'm not going to be on the Horde, I'm going to be on the Alliance. So Shamans won't be a playable class for us in Vanilla. So we're not going to have them. And even then, if you were playing Shamans, the only spec that'd be viable would be Restoration. You couldn't play Elemental or Enhancement because they both sucked ass. Don't get me wrong, Burning Crusade to me, I'm glad they changed it, because every spec should be viable. It shouldn't be this spec can't work because you've got no tier gear or whatever. Every spec should work. Otherwise, why even have those specs in the game? They should always work. But that was just how Blizzard designed it at the time.
Who fucking knows?
But right, I'm loving to leave you guys anyway. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you on Friday for some Lethal Company. And we've got a lot of videos going up between now and then. There'll be a video going up at 8 o'clock in about 40 minutes from now. And that'll be the next part of the dinosaur game, Fossil Fuel 2. So, take care of yourselves, stay safe, and I'll speak to you all soon.